Welcome to Illusion of Gaia, which is a pretty swell game. I will be going for all 50 red jewels. I have a list available, which I'm gonna be using. Action 52 randomizer. Yes, what it does is every time you start the game, it picks a random game and a random level. Which by that I mean a random game, because every level in that shit is its own game, because they couldn't program it properly. We can actually dash in this game, which is a welcome addition. Also another addition is that we can freaking go diagonal finally. Immediately before doing anything else, I'm going here. Here's our first red jewel, right at the start. And what you can do actually is you can equip the red jewel and then use it. And it'll go to the person that takes care of those. We will meet that person soon. This is basically our save point. And if you say you don't want to continue, like in Soul Blazer, it's gonna be a soft lock. So let's not do that. This is Jewel or Gem. Controls the 7 C's. I guess. And this is the guy who gets the red jewels. Here's what he can give us. Herbs are limited as fuck in this game. They're your only on-the-spot healing item. And they don't recover that much once you get later on in the game. The other ones are mostly stat booster, except for Psycho Power, Dark Power, and My Secrets. My Secrets we won't be seeing until just next to the end of the game. Once in a while we want to go back and see where this fisherman is, cause he has something for us. This is Lance's house. I believe in one of these spots there's a red jewel. The thing with red jewels is that they take your inventory space, which is kind of limited once again. Oh, by the way, pressing L and R does that. There are a few things we can do with that, which we'll see later. There it is. He lifted the strange teapot. And yeah, that is all the red jewels we can get for now. Move the statue that's in the corner of the castle. Cave. If you save state and pick any of the cards and then load the state and pick any of the cards, it will always be the ace of diamonds. The pig's wrecking the room! Why is there a pig in my house? Oink, oink. And if we try to go up... the pig says nope. Hamlet, you shouldn't talk. That's strangers. Is this your house? Well, excuse me, princess. Feel as though we've met before, as if we were good friends. Remember that for later, I guess. There's a big viaduct. Wouldn't that be aqueduct? Viaduct. I've never heard of that before. Apparently it's not just in Undertale that they have snail pie, I guess. And the thing is, this is actually an inventory item that we're getting, and we're never getting rid of it. Because I'm pretty sure it gets used a lot of times. And we have a nice world map here. It's nothing too special, but it's alright. It's alright for what it is. It's basically showing you from moving from point A to B. He just kicks it out, lifted. Oh. Alright. That was it. Don't raise your voice and mind your manners. Yeah. I kinda skipped over it, but yeah, this guy gives us a red jewel. Just because we don't have the ring. Did you say ma'am? Just because we don't have the ring, we get thrown into prison. Because, well, you know, we don't have the freaking ring. Will, I am your father. Those are gems. They serve a different purpose in this game. Now, this is another problem with this game. When you get a key item, they scroll They mentioned that you get a jewel when you defeat all enemies in a room, which is very important to do if this is your first time playing. By using hay, we attack with a flute. We can do a lunge attack by attacking and immediately pressing right, or whatever direction you're facing at the time. And it makes a stronger attack, and usually you want to concentrate on those type of attacks first. Because I think you're also invincible while you're doing it, and yes, we get an upgrade when we defeat all the enemies in a room. In this case, we got some HP. Defeat all the enemies around you, a jewel will appear. In this case, we got some HP. You can use the flute to actually guard attack with the R button. There is a treasure chest here with herb, which I might want to use, but you want to conserve these herbs. Because they are finite. At a certain point, you can't get more of them. We need to basically step on it. When you defeat the enemies, a shiny silver dark gem will appear. If you collect 100 of these, you gain 1 life. Yes, so the gems you collect in this game actually give you extra lives. However, if you die with no lives, what it does is it brings you back to the start of the dungeon. So, yeah, it's a penalty, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And we got a red jewel. We're gonna be using this immediately.
It's funny I came in at the same time you say a dark gem appears.
I mean, so that's what the text said.
I'm a dark gem now.
When we get an HP upgrade, we gain a full heal. Take out Lola's melody. By the way, Opie, Lola is a grandma.
Oh, shit. I walked right into that one, didn't I? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn.
I'm glad I didn't say it first.
You motherfucker, you set me up.
Try standing in front of the statue next to you. And now the teenager becomes a badass knight. We have a freaking sword instead of a flute to attack with now.
Flute.
We still can absorb stuff, but the block animation is kinda strange. And the reason why we needed freedom is to press this switch, because the flute doesn't have enough range. However, we can't do the lunge attack with freedom. If you press start, when you're in a dungeon, you actually get a kind of map showing you where the enemies and the remaining item chests are. And I think this is one of the last red jewels we have in this level. When the enemies are destroyed, Will can return to his original shape. Basically, when we go back to an area where there's no monsters anymore, we have to turn back into Will. This barrel contains the last red jewel for this area. I have had some of her pie. It tastes rather unusual, doesn't it? You know my grandmother? Actually, she asked me to rescue you.
I've had some of her pie and it tasted unusual.
Oh my god. Oh. Horrible.
God damn.
Horrible. And we get a special item, so it's time for you found a large rummy roast leg of yak.
Yuck.
We actually cannot move until we play the fucking song. The game is preventing us from doing it. And I found the red jewel. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that for half an hour while I take a drink. All around the world, disease and famine became to increase. This planet has always been peaceful. Yeah, sure. Famine and frickin' disease. Planet peaceful. Yes. We get our first power-up for Will. Psycho Dash can now be used. Oh, we totally have to do it now. Whee! Oh, by the way, just a bit like in some of these Zelda games, if you hit walls and you hear a sound like you're hitting an enemy, well, there's usually something behind that. And we just broke the frickin' wall to get... You found Incan Statue A. We're actually approaching the end of the first chapter of the game.
Sparrow sent as Birdman.
Whenever there's light, there are shadows. We who got James 5-beat bait in the light only once will spend our future a world without light. The comet is a vehicle of destruction, whose evil light has changed all creatures. It's a remnant of a weapon from a terrible battle long ago. The world will be unbearable? Yes, you're bright, but you're still immature. If you can destroy them in 20 seconds, I'll give you the Incan statue. Coo, coo, coo.
Coo, coo, coo. Freaking coo, coo, coo.
Basically, don't care about the crystals. Just go after the monsters as quickly as you can. I'm probably gonna fail it.
Yes,
yeah,
you are.
Because there was one more left. Alright, that did it. Hey, hey, good boy. Then I'll give you the Incan statue. Yeah, it might as well be to be honest.
It's just that if Kotonoha was a bird.
But they're not birds. It's just me fucking around by saying they're birdmen when they're actually shadows. They say that this is where the puzzle of the Incan legend is hidden. Is there the Shrine of the Silver Monkey too? I heard this story from the elf when I was a kid.
Assemble the statues.
After being invaded, the Incas decided to leave their native land to find a new world. If you die with no extra lives, you just restart at the start of the dungeon. If you die with extra life, you restart in the room you died. This is... Apparently it's a special treasure because we found a diamond-shaped block. I think I already messed up this puzzle. I'm pretty sure I already messed up this puzzle. Because yeah, the thing with this game is you can't push shit. You can only pull. Actually, I think I'm stupid and I'm just supposed to use a Psycho Dash. Yep. I forgot you could do that. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, this is why these enemies are annoying. Keep disappearing on you. You wanna stay as far from them as you can while you... I was about to say something and I know it's gonna be taken out of context.
Please?
When you... pull them out of their hole...
There we go.
God damn it, my cell phone went on sleep mode. I need it open to see the frickin' red jewel locations. Not that I think I'm gonna get very far tonight, but you know.
I just have to censor the save slot name I gave.
Wait, why?
It's like, no, I'm not gonna.
Say it. No, don't actually say it. I don't want my stream to be muted.
Taro has been claimed.
God damn it! I told you not to say it. You've learned the melody of the wind. Which, by the way, also takes an inventory space.
This video is ready to be produced.
This video is ready to be removed from YouTube. The recipe power has increased! Untouched by the echo of the flute, the gold block began to glow. Yes. So... Ah, crap. What am I supposed to do with this block again? Shit. I know someone mentioned it, but goddamn.
Burn everything. That's what the block's telling you. Burn.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I just had to wait. Alright. Boss time!
Oh shit, here we go.
Is that the demon guy from Fantasia?
No, it's not Chernobog. Jesus Christ, I forgot how much he hurt.
I kept on forgetting his name. Also, I like that he's shooting fire and an orb at you.
I used the herb game.
420. Oh shit.
I'm glad the game used the herb after I died. Thanks.
That sucks.
I sorta remembered how to fight this boss now. There we go. That's how you do it. We have to get one of the 6 MacGuffins we need to find. It's a mystic statue. For the train jewel on board the ship, I'll give it to you. Yeah, this is the only moment to get this, so we might as well. Drifting Day 21! God damn it. And there is a red jewel here. Well, here we go. This dog's name is Turbo. Isn't he cute? Well, there is our Turbo for the game. Oh boy. Hahaha. You understand this place. Sometimes when you think what you think is unimportant is the most important thing. Life is like that. This is a gift, please take it. And he gave us a red jewel. Maybe you'll be more comfortable in a place not quite so neat. Neat? It's a mess. Day 24. I've been spending so much time on land. I miss the sea. Are you talking to creepy people in this stream? He's trying to show you his dream run. Oh god, why is Opie not here at the moment? There it is. There's Gem. I control the 7 seas. I'm holding 13 of the jewels for you. More than 3. Here's an herb. More than 5. Defense up. More than 8. Life up. More than 12. Strength up. So yeah, we actually have all the stat boosters he can give us. We leave this place. A startle, someone dropped from the ceiling. Thanks for showing me that dive, I will give you something. Considering this is Enix, I was pretty sure you would lose an HP for doing this. I wouldn't trust herbs in a trash cans, but whatever game. No one can push a show like I can. Have a look. Unfortunately, I need the 50 red jewels. I feel like a jerk doing it, but for 100%, we have to tell on him. Ugh. Hey, boy, be quiet. I'll break down the door. For this one moment, we can use the flute in town. And they actually put an invisible voice here. Wow! I did not know about that, actually. Oh boy, these enemies. Remember them for later. There's a good reason why.
Those worms that are coming on the ground look something very not so PG.
Oh, that's what you meant, I see. Dark Friar can now be used. So we get the elevator key. What a strange sound for an elevator. It's basically the sound of you entering the dark space portal repeated. Yeah, we get another key. There's apparently an item here, which is the mine key. Didn't we just get one? I want to give you a present. I'm sending 3 red jewels to the jeweler. So yeah, they don't even get in your inventory, they just get sent immediately. As a souvenir of our meeting, because you need to free your inventory, so here you go. I feel like I'm back in the womb. What the fuck?
What?
Jeez, Eric, don't go that far back in time.
Now you're talking my language.
I've only been wearing these socks for a month. Where's the red star that appeared recently? Fuck, I forgot about this. I'm pretty sure it's not the head. It might actually be the head. I think I'm wrong, actually. Pretty sure I am. Or maybe I was right, never mind. And now we fight 3D balls. There are 3 red jewels here, so no, never mind, there's 2 of them and we already found one, so... Only 1 left. And we find the crystal ball. Alright, I need to destroy this sword before I can actually move this statue out of the frickin' way.
His flute is mightier than the sword.
Well, I mean, there's a saying that the mind is mightier than the sword, so... In this case, well, he uses a flute with his frickin' mind, so...
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Please, old pie, please.
The pen is mightier.
God damn it, old pie.
Look at my big sword, ladies.
It does hurt quite a bit.
Of course, it's supposed to bleed the first time.
Oh god, for fuck's sake, old pie. Oh god. And we get another crystal ball. Hooray. And oh nice, that's the final red jewel for this area. Technically, if I equip a song, he doesn't have the flute, so he can't use it. Seriously, dude, stop shooting your freaking laser. I'm sure Opie would interpret this as shooting something else, but let's not even talk about that.
Go. Shh. Money shot.
Of course. Of course. Why am I not surprised? Have you played Nuts and Milk for your channel yet?
You know what? I've been actually thinking about doing it. I'm surprised Opie hasn't talked about the DP at the top of this. It's like double penetration.
God damn it, Opie.
Why?
God damn it, Stango String. Why did you provoke it? Alright, final crystal ball. 3D. Alright, it's time for a boss. Oh wow, I just noticed my number of crystals. Oh boy. 420!
There you go.
This boss is annoying as fuck, by the way.
It's a flying Egyptian head?
Yeah, bosses in this game are weird. I'll finish it! Okay, there we go. That is pretty much where we're gonna be stopping. So, record, and we will do the no option. Then rest a while. And we get this music.
I don't want to do my journey anymore.
And yeah, the thing is, just like Soul Blazer, we're in soft lock here. Well, there's one of the 3 red jewels we need to find in this place. I think I saw a treasure chest here. And it's our 2nd red jewel. Wow, they're generous here. If you've never played Illusion of Gaia, this game is weird. We're transporting this girl, which can turn into I think it's a dandelion or whatever, and she just goes in your pocket. The dandelion lily goes and opens the coffin. And since it's an important item, we have the slow text scroll to say that we have the purification stone now. And there's a treasure chest, which is our last red jewel for the area. Fantastic. You have lots of dialogue, guys. Thank you. All the demons we saw before were human beings? Whoops. We were almost changed into demons. I'm afraid of what might have happened if you had come later.
The court is now in. Oh, wait a minute. This is the room.
It is empty! Hooray. Useless chest. Hey, speaking of which, there was Golden Sun music before the stream. I just say I was not expecting to be ambushed like that.
You're like, ah.
Yes, I have 7 herbs, but they're limited in numbers. There's only 12 in the whole game. And I'd rather keep them for the final boss. Or the secret boss if I ever fuck up the good strategy for it.
So this is gonna be like a typical playthrough of Resident Evil 4, where the player never heals Leon.
I haven't... Oh god! I think I'm gonna step on my ego and just use one of them.
How dare you, sir?
You stepped on your ego.
You've found this statue of hope.
We need to lower the level of water and then we can explore everything. I'm hearing weird stuff in the back of Opie's mic or something. I'm guessing he's listening to something and it's pretty loud.
Oh, I quit watching porn.
Psycho Slider can now be used. You can now use the sliding attack to pass through small passageways. It's not as powerful as the Psycho Dash, but it does do quite a bit of damage, and you can actually do multi-hits with them, so... Yes, another one. And at this point, all of Moo should be accessible. And, well, there's the answer to my question. There's the last red jewel. We found the Rama statue. I am not dealing with the next boss, as only Will. Unless you want to kill... Oh, God. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to do that. God damn it. Okay, so yeah, I just soft-locked the game. Fuck. I'm pretty sure when I was a kid playing this game, I actually beat it with... God damn it, I skipped over that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I did beat it as Will. And yeah, I am definitely not looking forward to this boss, even as Freedan. And welcome to the hardest boss fight in the game, the Vampire Duet. They are very annoying. And they do an aura like this every single time you attack them. So yeah, you basically have to play a sort of waiting game in this for this fight. You can't just bum rush everything is what I'm basically saying. Cause yeah, these things hurt. I just noticed my health cause I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. I am going to use an herb. Gah! Okay, so the message the other vampire was saying is that she's happy that I killed her husband, basically. Oh, by the way, you have a time limit for this boss fight also. So yeah, not only you have to not mess up too much, but you're on a time limit. However, once you defeat them, yes, the bomb is still going, but technically, as long as the bosses are dead, the bomb will turn out to be a dud. I'm still gonna save him. Will told everyone about the poor marriage between the two vampires. Hey, don't look. Yeah, he's taking a leak. What? Of course, Opie is not here to see your comment ankle strings. There's a red jewel in this fountain. He has 24 red jewels now. And we get an increase of Psycho power. Psycho Dash power is increased. Opie seems to be missing all the most phallic parts of this game. This is the part of the cave where shy people have said that. Oh my god, we're going with the freaking Dream Rod again. That was the other game though. Alright, there's the second red jewel in this place. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Red pot on the left and the door right to the left of Ishtar's studio. What?
Say what?
Okay, well, I think this is Ishtar, so... maybe this... Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, we actually get a cursor for this part. Oh my goodness! Unwell the condition. 2 statues, a rock, a treasure chest, which has an herb. This is a tricky one. What is different here is actually the chest. Because it's a different thing that's in the treasure chest. That's the only difference. How have the contents of the jewel box changed? because there's a red jewel here. Once again, learning the condition. Statue in the back. 2 face statue. There's these things in the background, and of course there's a rock. This is kind of a dick move. The only difference is that your character actually feels wind on him. That is the only difference in the 2 rooms. The other one does not have wind. Any new cities we're gonna access, we can actually go back to previous cities. Except the one in chapter 1 and 2. Okay, there is one of the red jewels. Okay, there it is. And there's Gem, which has 29. Drinking an insect's bodily fluids.
Body fluids, he says. God damn it. Ain't that a bugger?
God damn it, I am a fucking moron. Okay.
So what else is new?
So, we have something in our inventory. Oh, yeah, now we should be able to go to the freaking Great Wall of China. Alter Enigma is gonna come, eventually after finishing this game, which, to be honest, there's like 5 or 6 chapters, I'd say. Anyways, that was the one red jewel. We could technically get the last upgrade that we can get from Jeweler Man. Shit, did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that at all. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay, that needed to not happen. Will's final ability, which is the Spin Dash. So basically, he becomes Sonic, except not really. Only young Will can use the Spin Dash. Spin your body to send enemies flying and use the recoil to climb hills. Use the attack and L and R button for power. What they don't tell you is that you have to charge before you do that. Use this to climb hill and jumps. There are many hills at the Great Wall of China. Try everything. Actually, we should be able to do something here with it. We need to charge, and then we need to press the freaking buttons. And then I forgot how you actually... Ugh. I used to be good at this somehow. But yeah, while you're in spinning mode, you are invincible, and there we go. And immediately as we get down, we're thrown into a boss fight.
The sandworm! The sandworm!
Yeah, this boss is... As I said, this boss is not hard, he's tedious.
Not hard, you said.
Because the problem with young Will is that he does only 1 damage to the bosses. The bosses have 40 HP. When he calls these little worms, that's actually your best moment to actually attack this fucker.
Nice.
He's calling way more worm than he usually does.
A floppy phallic boss.
You need to get rid of these small worms because they're basically your only threat in this fight. I think they have 3 HP, so it doesn't take too long to take care of them. But like the boss, they only take 1 damage by it. So it's still tedious.
It's spreading.
And there we go, no damage run. We defeated the Sangfanger and we get the Fort MacGuffin.
My god.
Oh, by the way, the screen isn't scrolling. I wonder what that means.
Are we having an H
That's
scene?
what it means.
Are we going to have an H scene?
I was saved thanks to these stones. Yes, on the Super Nintendo, Opie. We're gonna have an H scene on the Super Nintendo.
Hey, anything's possible, you know.
And an official Nintendo approved seal of quality game. We're gonna have an H scene on the Super Nintendo.
If it is the seal of quality, then hell yeah.
It's like a million summer days.
God, that'd
By
be
the
so
way,
awesome.
everyone, if a girl tells you that she likes you, do not, under any circumstance, tell her that. I feel the
If
same
you're
way.
playing an RPG and a girl
Let's
says
go
she
back to the
likes you,
village. I'm
run
sure
the hell
everyone's
away.
worried.
It's a succubus.
No. That means it's a good thing. She's gonna suck you, bus.
God damn it, Hope.
Get out.
We have a will. Will as a will. Fantastic. I'm the Explorer Freezer.
I am no way related to the evil man Frieza.
Mysterious power given by the spirit. And we get an increase of power to the Dark Friar.
These comments are good.
Try pushing the attack button once more when the Dark Friar is flying. There's only one thing left in the list. We won't be able to get that until about the end of the game. There it is. Oh yeah, there's this thing. Let's fast forward. I wish there was a way to make this even faster, but unfortunately not.
It's called the speed up button on the emulator, jackass.
This is what I am using.
What? Why is it that slow? Who thought this was a good idea?
This is life medicine. Try some. The taste makes my out pucker. And we get an extra HP from that. That's called dark medicine. Try some.
It sounded like you
Dark
said
Friar's
you
power
got
is strong enough. Basically,
It sounded like you said you got extra P from that.
I know, I
I
heard
said
that.
power.
No, extra P.
Take a nice big swig of the pee.
By the way, this dark medicine would actually give the upgrade to the Dark Friar if you didn't get it from all 30 red jewels so far.
I found a red jewel. Yay.
Look, a wall. That's different.
Oh, did Trump already finished the wall?
Get out.
Get out!
You're always going to the market and coming back with apples. Or Kara, or... Good, as a present I'll give you this jewel. And we get a red jewel. And this time we're alone to do jump arounds.
Remember, crisscross makes you jump.
Miggity, Mac Daddy.
Oh my god. I believe you've been collecting red jewels. I found a red jewel in my father's possessions. Please take it. And yep, just like that, we get another one. Well, it's time to test our new ability. There we go. Just have a long, narrow hallway to get this treasure chest, which is the red jewel. What's over here? It's the mushroom drops.
Double penetration at 999.
What?
Look at the top there. There's DP. Double
God
penetration.
damn it, old pie.
Or you mean dick pussy, but that's a little too much.
And let me guess, it's more mushroom drops. Let's celebrate.
Mushroom droppings.
Okay, we get a new ability for free down here. Aura barrier can now be used. Use the power of the aura to put a barrier around you. Use the attack and L&R button for power. So once again, it's a charge and then you use L&R. Freedom's power is the aura barrier. It puts a layer of aura around his body. Enemies at the mountain temple are strong. No, they're not. If you use this power, your battles will be easier. But let's try that barrier anyways. That's what it does. And suddenly I found a treasure chest, which is more mushroom drops! Hooray! You found the teapot! So we must celebrate! So now we can finally get the hell out of here. Oink oink! There's a red jewel here. The pig sacrifices himself. Oh, it gets worse. Wait a second. And suddenly, this happens. Yes, the spirit of Will's mother was in a pig. For the duration of this dungeon, this will be here. I think I just need to make sure this head goes as far away as possible, so it detaches. I've never really understood how to kill these guys. Well, that works. Unfortunately, I'm taking a lot of hits, which is not something you want in this place. This is one of the reasons why this place is annoying, these freaking heads. Because they're invincible most of the time. Oh, crap. Ah, yeah, I forgot these guys can put themselves invincible, so that's why you're better off using the Psycho Dash against them. Well, there's our first red jewel. Oh, and these guys releases a bunch of shit. I am taking in way too many hits. I'm dead! What in the fuck is this? I forgot about this! Oh my goodness! Ah! I'm about to die! No! HP recovery clutch! Oh my god! Fantastic!
What is that on the bottom left?
What? We're in the encore what? So...
I was like, what? I like that picture.
No! Okay. What? What was that? It showed like the head exploded, but it didn't.
Serious Sam the Gaia encounter. What language was that, man?
Serbo-Croat.
What? The PTSD is kicking in. Not hard. Hashtag being a cunt.
Did you seriously allow that? Oh god. Thanks, Steel. Okay, there's the second red jewel. Earthquaker can now be used. The enemy won't be able to move for a long time. Push the attack button when jumping down. Earthquaker hopes. Yeah, so I used the Earthquaker there and yeah, it didn't really help much. There's something shiny on the ground. You found the black crystal glasses. Red jewel get. Red jewel. Perfect, we found them all. You have the Gorgon flower. He puts one petal of the Gorgon flower into the statue's mouth. The girl silently offers a red jewel as a reward. So we get it. Ah, there's Gem. Okay, so I have all the red jewels at the moment. Good. Oh, and right here, for some reason, there's a red jewel. Basically, standing in this exact position is kind of a cheap out to get a lot of good hits here. Fortunately, it's easy to do the lunge attack. And this minigame rewards you with 2 possible red jewels. I don't know if it's just getting the good score or if you have to do it twice. I'm hoping it's you get both of them. 79 stakes, very good! For your prize, I'll give you 2 red jewels. I'll send them to the jeweler. Oh, perfect. I don't even have to worry about them in my inventory. And we see something kind of special here. We have a new friend here. And with this, Friedan is now obsolete. Okay, the aura is one of the most broken items in the game. May not look like much, but is very useful for the coming fights. Okay, so I need to go here and use the aura. And there's our first red jewel of this place. Oh, by the way, when you use the block attack, the block with the shadow, I think it works on any part that he gets attacked from. So whether it's the front, the back, or whatever, you'll still block it. Unfortunately, his block attack does not protect from lasers, so... Can't have him all, I guess. That's a good moment to actually have the freeze frame there, game. And there's Red Jewel.
At least if there are ladies out there, they'll probably think you're hot.
Really, old pie? God damn it.
You see strings with me on this.
Let's try to remove it. Which is kind of a problem, because I'm running out of inventory space. You've got the hieroglyph stone. Again. We have to find 6 of these things, and that's the dungeon. Wait, what are you saying? The game has gone from being very penis-filled... where there's a lack of penis? What? Ah, there it is. I knew I didn't find this. And is this a red jewel? It is! Fantastic. Only Shadow can melt.
So he's Melt Man?
I wonder if that'll be a true Pokemon... Pokemon Master... Robot Master! Oh my god! No! Ah! Such a waste of time. I don't remember if these things are instant death, and let's not test that theory. We almost had to test that theory. What the fuck? Game! What was that? I've never seen this glitch before. And fortunately it's a red jewel, so yeah. Okay, it's not instant death, but it does seem to do a lot of damage. Ah, no, no, don't stay stuck, Will. Ah, my God. Okay. Well, I might need to use that herb in the end. Unfortunately, that's a return to the start of the dungeon. Oh my God. This place. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot was in this game. Enemy recoil. If you throw an enemy and another enemy, they take damage. And I think they take more damage than usual, so that's a good thing to remember. Good lord, I have a cat in my mouth. It's ridiculous. I don't think that was the right expression, but I don't care. So I was right in looking at those sarcophagus kind of things. Some of them are stairs. Oh god, I forgot about this. That would have been more fitting in a few seconds. Because this is happening. And now we have this. The mummified queen of the pyramid appears. It's time for our next boss. This one's tedious as fuck, despite Shadow's 3 HP of damage on the bosses. And the trick is to actually use the aura to actually escape his these attack anyways. Okay, there it is. You need to hit the one that's not flashing. Which fortunately I'm at 60 FPS, so it should show up. And we got the 5th MacGuffin. Finally, I can go to the bathroom by myself at night. Yes, because that's the most important part of this whole story. We're in a point of no return, but don't worry, there is a way to actually use the 50 red jewels. But first we need to find it. And here's the final red jewel. Something seems to fall from the flute. It's King Edward's crystal ring!
String, you need to shut the fuck up. I was not busy, I was just doing other things, you know?
So, who's ready for a boss gauntlet? So yeah, we're gonna be fighting evil version of every boss. But we're fighting them with Shadow, so it's not a problem. Yeah, I'm actually gonna use one of these herbs. Hopefully I won't need more than that. This centipede in the rematch bosses is a complete joke. Ah! I think I'm gonna take another herb just in case. But I really don't want to have to use more than that. I am Jewel your Gem. I control the 7 seas. I'm holding 50 red jewels to you.
End the game.
50. Suddenly, you've gathered 50 red jewels. The time has come to tell you some of my secrets. Follow me! So yeah, welcome to the bonus dungeon. There's enemies that are similar to enemies we've seen earlier in the game. I did a challenge back in the day of finishing this dungeon and the end of it with the starting condition of the game. Basically having to abuse invincibility frame. Fortunately, I don't have this problem now because, well, I have all the power I need, so I can basically just blitzkrieg through everything. I don't remember for sure if there's something that you get for killing all the enemies, but I will do it anyways. And fortunately, this is the only room in this dungeon, so... This is all the enemies we're getting. And here's the final herb in the game. It's time for something. Hi! So yeah, this is the first boss of Soul Blazer. He's actually pretty difficult for the fact that you have to use will only to beat him. However, there is a cheap out tactic, and I will gladly use it to defeat him.
So what you're telling me is that that will is far, far inferior to the...
Except I fucked it up. God damn it! I fucked up the timing. Okay, there it is. You have to use a certain timing to not get hit. And the problem is he does take 40 hits. And there we go, no fanfare. Boom. Hey, we finally get the last MacGuffin. Final boss time. We're fighting the comet.
We're fighting on not product placement kind of thing.
Why does it have a face?
Because it's evil!
Also, this is a really lame boss.
Yeah, don't worry, this is only phase 1. And true final boss, Dark Gaia!
At that first phase, you were like playing 2 games there.
Why are you suddenly playing Sonic Unleashed?
He was playing... I thought he was playing Jupiter Scope at one point. Slime!
Oh, don't mention slime. I'll remind myself of that one, that, I don't know what country it was, but it had a commercial about the Sega portable games.
No!
Saying,
Sega Game Slime!
Oh no, you disintegrated.
Ah, fuck.
It's like Zen from Half-Life. You get there and suddenly everything crumbles apart.
What's worse, dying in shallow water or getting killed by freaking bubbles?
You know what? Let's use another herb. Yes!
You see they're in space because fuck you.
That's a very good answer.
This is worse than, like, the ending to Contra, which is just a short wall of text, because at least that is over with within less than a second.
All you get is text. Nothing else but text.
Overall, this game was drugs. But other than that, it's actually a fun game to play. There are some weird decisions in this game, but overall I don't know how I would rate this one compared to Soul Blazer, for example. Let's talk about the gameplay, because the story you can just say drugs and leave it at that. About the gameplay, to be honest, it is quite fun. I like the fact that you can use different types of attack depending on what you do. For example, Will's lunge attack, Friedan's fireball of doom that basically wrecks shit, and let's just say Shadow's reach around.
Shadow's everything.
Yeah, the different abilities that you get in the game are pretty useful when you get them. And you can also find secondary use, like the fact that the spin attack, well, it's not that useful most of the time, can be used to actually have invincibility frames and everything. The improvement compared to Soul Blazer, where you can actually go in diagonal. That is a very big improvement. Oh, by the way, we have a post-credit scene, but I'm ignoring it.
Wait.
There's not gonna be an age scene, oh pie!
They had freaking age games on fucking the NES. Why can't there be?
Yes, and they were on license.
I got one right here.
And it's probably on
If
license.
they were on the SNES, they weren't imported.
Fuck.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for Illusion of Gaia. Overall, I want to know what kind of drugs these developers were on.
Now we know that aliens come.
I wanted the dream rod scene. The string.
Take your dream rod and shove it so far up your ass you'll be tasting it.
God damn it.